Hello, Renee, and hello to all my subscribers. This is my response video to 2rocker4u, who asked the following questions of atheists. I appreciate the questions because it gives us a chance to correct misinformation, as I will correct your misinformation as well. I have paraphrased your questions in red, and I have tried to anticipate some other questions in blue. I will also separate the science-related questions from the atheist-related questions. First, the science-related questions.
Where do we all originate?
This sounds like a loaded question because it has so many answers. Here are a few. You came from your mother. I came from my mother. Your father's sperm fertilized your mother's egg.
Where did they come from?
They came from their parents.
Where did we all come from?
We all came from our parents.
Where did the first person come from?
Our species, like all species, evolved from a prior species which changed due to multiple factors, including many of the same reasons you are not a perfect clone of your parents.
Where did the first form of life come from?
Life evolved over a slow gradient from a prior set of elements. This slow process is called abiogenesis, which has nothing to do with lightning or a mud puddle, by the way.
The Big Bang?
The Big Bang did not poof life into existence. Life pertains to biology. The Big Bang pertains to astronomy and physics.
Evolution?
Evolution is the process that creates diversity. It does not create life. Reproduction does.
Where did the Big Bang come from?
Asking where the Big Bang came from is like asking what is north of the North Pole. I understand this is difficult to understand from our perception of the world, but you really need to study physics, general relativity, and quantum mechanics before you can even begin to ask and attempt to understand the possibilities of the early stages of the Big Bang.
Where did evolution come from?
Evolution is a process. Evolution is what happens when reproduction and environmental pressures happen. This is natural selection, which applies to all living things, including the cell.
Did we come from nothing?
Nothing can come from nothing. Only creationists claim that the Big Bang says we came from nothing, because it does not say anything of the sort. The closest hypothesis to that would be that matter was transformed from energy, which we know is possible from the famous equation E equals mc squared.
Do you agree with Richard Dawkins that life came from other planets?
Dawkins does not believe this to be the case. He was merely showing that the hypothesis exists. This hypothesis is called panspermia, or exogenesis. It is possible because simple life such as bacteria could survive on a comet, many of which hit the Earth and gave us the water we drink today. But it's far more likely that life evolved through natural processes in the deep oceans near the thermal vents.
Are humans of more intrinsic value than animals?
First of all, humans are animals. We are Homo sapiens, which is part of the branch of the living primates. But
do we have more value than other animals?
To who?
To the Earth?
No.
To the universe?
No.
To the animals?
No.
To us?
Yes. We give more value to ourselves, just as other species give more value to themselves.
How do you determine morality?
Morality is both instinctive and learned. Morality exists throughout the animal kingdom.
Does everyone create their own? How would that work? Where is the standard of law?
Part of our morality is instinctive, and part we create. The standard comes from the collective, which we enforce by law. Okay, now on to the atheist-related questions.
Why do you feel so strongly about making others believe as you do?
I don't feel strongly about making others believe as I do, and I think I speak for most atheists here. Our concern is with our rights and freedoms. We don't bother Buddhists or Hindus because they aren't trying to enforce laws against our freedoms like Christians and Muslims do.
Is an atheist's lack of experience more relevant than a believer's claim of experience?
Personal experience means nothing scientifically. Scientific evidence means everything. I have a neighbor who has had a personal experience of being abducted by aliens, and a family member who has had a personal experience of seeing Bigfoot in the woods. I take neither of their personal experiences to mean anything without scientific evidence.
Are all believers lying or insane?
No.
Are you an atheist because you find it easier to live life without rules?
No. I have morals and rules I live by, just as you do. Interestingly, Every study done on morality and quality of life has shown that the religious are more likely to steal and kill than the non-religious. The religious are more likely to get divorced or get an abortion. And while non-believers make up 15% of the American population, they make up less than 1% of the prison population.
Are you content with your life?
Yes.
Are you bothered by no life after death? Are you scared?
I'll quote Mark Twain for this one, because I agree with his sentiment perfectly.